Have you noticed? Some people grow older and soften, while others tighten. Some faces age with grace, lines tracing stories of acceptance. Others wear the years like armor, heavy with what they couldn't let go. It's not the wrinkles that tell the story. It's the way someone holds themselves when they think no one's watching. But here's what most people misunderstand. It's not age that steals peace, it's resistance. The tightening, the clinging, the fighting against what already is. And beneath all that resistance lives a fear we rarely name out loud. Not the fear of death, but the fear of becoming unnecessary. The fear of being a burden, the fear of being forgotten, the quiet terror of waking up one day and realizing your voice no longer carries the same weight it once did. These fears don't shout, they whisper. And over time, those whispers can turn into walls. But today, we're going to walk through 9 gentle lessons, simple, human, and deeply freeing, so you can stop fighting life and start flowing with it. These aren't religious rules. They're not demands. They're invitations. Invitations to loosen your grip, to breathe more deeply, to meet yourself exactly where you are with kindness. So take a breath. Let your shoulders drop. We're not rushing. We're returning. Returning to the peace that's been waiting for you all along. Lesson 1. The fear of being no longer needed. Your value is not your role. There comes a moment in every life when the world around you begins to shift. One day, fewer people ask your opinion. Meetings happen without you. Decisions are made, and you're no longer the one making them. Your calendar gets quieter and your mind gets louder. At first, you tell yourself it's natural. I'm just slowing down, you say. But underneath, something sharper stirs. A question that cuts deeper than you expected. Am I still necessary? This is one of the most hidden pains of aging. Not the body slowing down, but the feeling that your purpose is fading, that you're becoming optional. We spend our entire lives building identities around what we do: parent, professional, provider, problem solver. These roles gave us structure, gave us worth, and then, slowly, life begins to take them away. The children grow and move on. Careers end, responsibilities shrink, and without those roles we're left asking, who am I now? But here's the truth Buddhism has whispered for thousands of years. You were never meant to earn love by being useful. Your presence is already enough. Think about it. A tree doesn't apologize for winter. It doesn't panic when the leaves fall, worrying that it no longer serves a purpose. It simply rests. And still, it belongs. The forest doesn't reject it. The earth doesn't abandon it. It remains quiet and whole, waiting for spring. You are like that tree. Your worth is not measured by productivity. It's not determined by how many people still need you. Your value is intrinsic. It was there before you did anything, and it remains after the doing stops. The world taught you that you must earn your place, but life, in its quiet wisdom, is now inviting you to simply be. Not because you've done enough, but because being is enough. Ask yourself gently, who am I when I stop performing? Sit with that question. Not to answer it right away, but to feel the space it opens. Because in that space, something sacred begins to emerge. Not the you that was built from achievement, but the you that exists simply because you exist. Peace begins the moment you stop proving you deserve a place. You already have one. You always did. Lesson 2. When you stop gripping, life stops hurting. Control creates tension. Openness creates peace. We were taught that control is safety, that if we plan enough, prepare enough, manage enough, everything will turn out the way we need it to. And for a while, that belief seemed to work. We controlled our schedules, our finances, our families. We made things happen through sheer force of will. But now, in this season of life, control starts to slip. The body doesn't obey the way it used to. Loved ones make their own choices. The future feels less predictable. And the tighter we try to hold on, the more exhausting it becomes. Here's what most people don't realize. Control is often just fear in a tighter outfit. It's the mind saying, if I can just manage every detail, I'll be safe. But that kind of control doesn't create peace, it creates pressure. Buddhism teaches a different way. It teaches that peace doesn't come from controlling life, it comes from flowing with it. Like water moving around a stone, not trying to break it, just moving. Imagine holding sand in your hand. If you grip it tightly, afraid to lose a single grain, what happens? It slips through your fingers faster, but if you open your hand, relax your palm, the sand stays. It rests there, calm, undisturbed. Your life works the same way. The people you love, the time you have left, the moments that still wait for you, they don't need to be controlled. They need to be held gently, with openness, with trust. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you become passive. It means you learn to distinguish between what's yours to do and what's yours to release. Do what you can. Release the rest. That's the practice. Simple, but not always easy. Because releasing means trusting. It means letting go of the illusion that your grip is what keeps everything together. Try this today. Loosen your grip on one thing you can't fix. Maybe it's a relationship that's changed. Maybe it's a part of your body that no longer works the way it once did. Maybe it's a dream that's evolved into something different than you imagined. Breathe into it. Say softly, I release my need to control this. And notice what happens. Not immediately, but over time. Notice how your shoulders soften, how your breath deepens, how life, instead of resisting you, begins to meet you. When you stop gripping, life stops hurting. Because the pain was never in what was happening. It was in how tightly you were holding on. Lesson 3. Regret doesn't come from the past, it comes from how you carry it. You don't have to relive your mistakes to learn from them. Old age can make memories louder. Not because you're weak, not because you're losing your mind, but because life is asking something of you. It's asking for completion, for peace with what was. Some nights, the mind wanders back, to words you wish you hadn't said, to chances you didn't take, to people you hurt without meaning to. The past doesn't stay in the past. It shows up, again and again, asking to be seen. And if you're not careful, regret becomes a companion. It sits beside you in the quiet hours. It whispers, you should have done better, you should have known. But here's the truth. You cannot rewrite the story. No amount of replaying will change what happened. But you can change the way you hold it. Buddhism teaches that clinging to past mistakes is like carrying a stone in your pocket. You think you're keeping it to remember, to learn, to stay accountable, but over time, that stone becomes heavy. It weighs you down. It shapes how you walk through the world. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean excusing harm or pretending pain didn't happen. It means remembering without bleeding. It means saying, I see what I did. I understand the impact. and I release myself from the prison of endless punishment. There's a practice in Buddhism called metta, or loving kindness. It's often directed outward, toward others. But today, I want you to turn it inward, toward the younger version of yourself who made those mistakes. Place a hand over your chest. Feel the warmth there, and say these words, slowly, with tenderness. I did what I could with what I knew. I release myself now. Say it again. Let it settle. You don't need to carry every mistake into every remaining day. You've learned, you've grown. The person you were then is not the person you are now, and that's exactly the point. Growth means change, and change means you no longer need to hold yourself hostage to who you used to be. If there's someone you've wronged, and the opportunity exists, reach out. Not to ease your own conscience, but to offer repair. But if that door is closed, if time or distance or death has made amends impossible, then forgive yourself anyway. Because peace doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It begins the moment you stop demanding perfection from your past. Letting go is not forgetting. It's remembering without bleeding. It's honoring the lessons while releasing the weight. And when you do that, something shifts. The memories are still there, but they no longer pull you under. They become part of your story, not the whole of it. Lesson 4. The deepest regrets are often not what you did, but what you never allowed yourself to be. Peace grows when you stop abandoning yourself. Some regrets are loud: the affair, the betrayal, the terrible decision that altered everything. Those regrets announce themselves, demanding attention. But there's another kind of regret. Quieter, deeper, the kind that doesn't come from what you did wrong, but from what you never let yourself do at all. The words you swallowed because speaking up felt too risky. The dreams you postponed until later, only to realize later never came. The love you felt but never expressed, because vulnerability felt like weakness. The person you might have been, buried beneath the person you thought you had to be. These are the unlived truths, and they hurt in a way that's hard to name. Because it's not about a mistake you made, it's about a betrayal of yourself. Buddhism speaks often about suffering. But one of the deepest forms of suffering isn't about what life did to you. It's about what you didn't allow yourself to experience. The moments when you shrank, when you silenced your truth, when you played small because the world asked you to. And now, looking back, you wonder, what would my life have looked like if I had been braver? Here's what I want you to hear. It's not too late to live more honestly. Not in some grand, dramatic way. You don't need to upend your life, but you can start living with more truth. Quietly, simply, but truthfully. Maybe it's finally saying what you've held back for years. Maybe it's setting a boundary you've been too afraid to claim. Maybe it's offering yourself a kindness you've withheld because you believed you didn't deserve it. Choose one small honesty today. Just one. A conversation you've been avoiding. A boundary you need to set. A kindness toward yourself that feels uncomfortable but necessary. Because peace doesn't come from living a perfect life. It comes from living a real one. And real means messy, vulnerable, imperfect, but true. The greatest tragedy isn't that you made mistakes. It's that you spent so much time hiding who you really were. So stop hiding. Not for others, for yourself. You deserve to meet the person you've been all along, beneath the roles, beneath the fears, beneath the expectations. That person is still here, still waiting, still worthy of being seen. Lesson 5. Anxiety belongs to the future. Peace belongs to now. The present moment is the only safe home. Anxiety has a specific address. It doesn't live in this moment. It lives in the future, in the what-ifs, in the imagined disasters that haven't happened yet and may never happen at all. What if my health gets worse? What if I become a burden? What if I'm alone when the end comes? These thoughts feel real, they feel urgent, but they're not happening right now. Right now, you're here, you're breathing, you're alive in this exact second. And in this exact second, you're okay. Most suffering is imagination rehearsing pain. The mind, in its desperate attempt to protect you, creates scenarios of disaster. It tries to prepare you for every terrible possibility, but in doing so, it pulls you out of the only moment you actually have. Buddhism teaches that the present moment is the only safe home, not because terrible things won't happen, they might, but because this moment, right here, is the only one you can actually live in. The future is not guaranteed. The past is gone. All you have is now. And now, when you really pay attention, is often far gentler than your mind would have you believe. Try this. Right now, stop. Place your hand on your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering your body and leaving it. That's life. That's presence. That's the only moment you need to navigate. Now expand your awareness. What do you hear? Maybe the hum of the refrigerator, the sound of birds outside, the quiet creak of your home settling. These are the sounds of now, not the future, not the past. Now. Buddhism calls this practice mindfulness, the gentle act of returning to now. And every time you return, you weaken anxiety's grip. Because in the present, there is nothing chasing you, no future to fear, only this still, quiet second where life is unfolding one breath at a time. The mind may roar, but the present moment whispers, and the more you listen, the more you realize peace isn't something you find out there. It's already within you, buried beneath the noise, waiting to be remembered. Lesson 6. Pain may visit the body, but you don't have to make it a prison. Aging brings discomfort. Suffering comes from the second arrow. Let's talk about something most people avoid. The body hurts. Some mornings, the body aches before your feet touch the floor. Joints that once moved easily now protest. Pain that used to be occasional becomes a constant companion. And it's easy to feel betrayed. This body that carried you through decades is now slowing you down, limiting you, reminding you every day that time is not reversible. Buddhism speaks of two arrows. The first arrow is pain, the unavoidable physical sensation. You can't control it. It comes with age, with illness, with the simple fact of having a body. But the second arrow is suffering, and that one you create yourself. The second arrow is the story you tell about the pain. This is unbearable. This will only get worse. My body is failing me. I'm broken. These thoughts turn pain into suffering. They take a physical sensation and wrap it in fear, resentment, and resistance. And that resistance amplifies everything. Here's what changes the experience. You can meet pain with tenderness instead of war. This doesn't mean pretending it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean toxic positivity or forcing yourself to smile through agony. It means softening around the pain instead of tightening against it. Try this. The next time pain arises, whether it's an ache in your back, stiffness in your hands, or the deep throb of something chronic, pause. Instead of bracing against it, breathe into it. not to make it go away, but to meet it without hostility. Place your hand on the part of your body that hurts, and whisper, either aloud or silently, "I will not fight my own body today." Feel the difference. Fighting pain tenses your muscles, quickens your breath, floods your nervous system with stress. But when you stop resisting, something shifts. The pain may still be there, but the suffering around it softens. Buddhism teaches that the body is impermanent. It changes, it ages, it eventually fails. And fighting that truth doesn't change it, it only makes the experience more painful. But when you accept the body as it is, when you offer it compassion instead of resentment, your relationship with it transforms. You stop feeling betrayed. You start feeling grateful for all the years it carried you, for all the moments it made possible, for the fact that even now, even tired, even hurting, it's still here, still breathing, still alive. When you stop battling yourself, your nervous system finally rests. And in that rest, peace becomes possible, not because the pain is gone, but because you're no longer adding suffering to it. Lesson 7. To prepare for death is to stop living in unfinished knots. A peaceful ending is built from daily completion. Most people don't fear death as much as they fear leaving things unresolved. The apology you never offered, the love you never spoke, the resentment you've carried for decades, the conversation you avoided because it felt too hard, too vulnerable, too late. These are the knots, and they tighten as time passes. Not because they become more important, but because the opportunity to untie them feels more urgent. Buddhism teaches that a peaceful death is not an accident. It's a consequence of a life that stopped postponing peace. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need to resolve every broken relationship or right every wrong. But you can complete one thread, you can untangle one knot, and in doing so, you lighten the weight you carry. If there's someone you need to forgive, forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the freedom. If there's someone you've hurt, reach out, not to unburden yourself, but to offer repair. If there's love you've felt but never expressed, say it, write it, let it be known. And if none of that is possible, if distance, time, or death has closed those doors, then offer the completion inwardly. Forgive yourself. Release the resentment. Speak the unsaid words in the quiet of your own heart. Because peace isn't about external perfection. It's about internal completion. It's about reaching the end of your days knowing that you did what you could. That you didn't leave love unspoken. That you didn't carry bitterness longer than necessary. Here's a simple practice. Each evening, before sleep, ask yourself, what did I leave unfinished today? Not as judgment, as awareness. If there's a conversation that needs to happen, have it tomorrow. If there's a kindness you meant to offer, offer it. If there's a grudge you're still holding, ask yourself, is this worth carrying one more day? A peaceful ending is not about a dramatic deathbed moment. It's about small, daily acts of completion, of tying up the loose threads, of living in a way that, when the final moment comes, you can meet it without regret. Not because you did everything perfectly, but because you stopped waiting, because you chose, over and over, to live with your heart open, your words honest, and your love expressed. And that is how you prepare, not by fearing death, but by living fully enough that death becomes simply the next step, not an interruption. Lesson 8. Solitude doesn't have to become loneliness. Being alone can be sacred when the heart stays open. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely, and it's a difference that becomes clearer as we age. Being alone is a circumstance. The house is quiet. The phone doesn't ring as often. The people you once saw daily have their own lives now, their own obligations. You spend more time in your own company. That's being alone. But loneliness? Loneliness is not the absence of people. It's the feeling of disconnection. It's the sensation that you've been cut off from life itself, that you're on the outside looking in, watching the world move without you. And here's the quiet heartbreak. You can feel desperately lonely even in a crowded room, and you can feel deeply connected even when you're completely alone. The difference isn't the number of people around you, it's the state of your heart. Buddhism teaches a practice called metta, loving kindness. It's often described as sending goodwill to others, but what's rarely explained is this: when you practice metta, you're not just helping others, you're dissolving the boundary between you and the world. You're reminding yourself that you are not separate, that your heart is still connected to the great current of life. Try this tonight. Sit quietly. Bring to mind someone you care about. It doesn't have to be someone you see often, just someone whose well-being matters to you, and silently, gently, offer them this wish. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Feel the warmth in your chest as you do this. That warmth is not coming from them, it's coming from you, your heart, generating care, generating connection, even in the silence. Now expand it. Think of a neighbor, a stranger you passed on the street, someone struggling in the world right now, someone you'll never meet, and offer the same wish. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Do this daily, not as a chore, but as a practice of staying connected. Because an open heart does not feel abandoned. Even when you're alone, you remain part of the web of life. You remain connected to the shared human experience of hope, of struggle, of love. Loneliness is a signal. It's your heart saying, "I've closed off, I've withdrawn." And the antidote isn't necessarily more people, it's more openness, more willingness to stay tender, to care, to let your heart reach outward even when it feels safer to contract. You don't need to be surrounded to be connected. You only need to let your heart stay warm. Lesson 9. The final freedom. You no longer need to become anyone. Old age can be liberation, not loss. For most of your life, you were becoming responsible, becoming successful, becoming who your family needed you to be, becoming who the world expected, becoming enough. It was exhausting, wasn't it? The constant measuring, the endless proving, the feeling that you always had to be more capable, more accomplished, more worthy. But here's the gift that often goes unnoticed in old age. You've carried enough, proved enough, worried enough. And now, life invites you to stop becoming and simply be. This is not loss. This is liberation. You no longer need to impress anyone. The resume is complete. The performance is over. The applause, whether it came or not, no longer matters. What matters now is something quieter, something truer. Being here, being present, being real. Buddhism teaches that one of the deepest forms of suffering is the belief that we must constantly strive to be something other than what we are. We spend decades chasing an image of who we think we should be, and in doing so, we miss who we already are. But old age, if you let it, strips away the noise. It reveals what's essential, and what's essential is this: you are already whole. You always were. You don't need another achievement to validate your existence. You don't need to be busier, smarter, more accomplished. You don't need to become anything. You only need to be. Think of a wave returning to the sea. Does it fail? Does it lose itself? No. It completes its journey. It returns home. It becomes one with the vastness it came from. That's not loss. That's fulfillment. You are like that wave. You've moved through life with force, with purpose, with direction. And now, gently, you're being invited to return. Not to disappear, but to rest. Not to end, but to complete. This is the final freedom. The freedom from pretending, the freedom from striving, the freedom to meet each day not with a to-do list, but with presence, with simplicity, with the quiet confidence that you are enough, exactly as you are. So let yourself be simple. Let yourself rest. Let yourself finally, after all these years, just be. Because the wave doesn't fail when it returns to the sea. It simply comes home. We've walked through 9 lessons together, not as rules to follow, but as invitations to soften, to release, to remember. You are not your roles. You are not your regrets. You are not your fears. You are the awareness that holds all of it, gently, without judgment. And that awareness, that presence, that quiet aliveness, that's who you've been all along. So as you move forward, may you remember this. May you move gently with life, not against it. May you release what was never yours to carry, the need to prove, to control, to become. May you forgive yourself for the ways you were human, imperfect, learning. May you speak the words that still wait in your heart. May you meet your body with tenderness, not war. May you untie the knots that no longer serve you. May your heart stay open, even in solitude. And may you rest, quietly, bravely, in the peace that has been waiting within you all along. You've done enough. You are enough. And the life you still have, however long or short, is enough. Not because it's perfect, but because it's yours, and it's real, and it's here, right now, waiting for you to meet it with an open heart. Take a breath, feel the ground beneath you, and know you are home. If this message met you where you are, if it brought even a moment of peace or recognition, I'd be grateful if you'd support this channel. A like, a share, a quiet subscription. It helps these words find others who need them. And I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share this. What is one thing you're ready to loosen your grip on? Not for me. For yourself. Because naming it is the first step toward releasing it. Until we meet again, breathe deeply, trust softly, and let life flow. You're not alone. And you never were.